Got some fans writing in some questions, I would imagine. What do you got?
Yeah, Susan would like to know who your musical heroes are.
Oh,
cool.
wow. Well, I like to call them the class of '89. It's probably my musical heroes. And I didn't label them that. Somebody else important did. Did you label them that? Who labeled them the class of '89?
That was a year before us.
Yeah. No, but Clint Black, Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks are all considered in that class. And obviously these Brooks and Dunn. I mean, there's so many artists, but that kind of mid-'90s, early '90s thing is what I still love. You know, I still go back to that stuff. And I miss a little bit of that songwriting in today's country.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people do. So that's my heroes.
That was a huge turning point for country music.
It really was,
and,
yeah.
You know, probably we haven't had an artist, obviously, with the impact that Garth had. Since, I mean, Taylor Swift's doing it now for
Right.
a whole new generation and a whole different kind of music. But as far as a lifestyle and country and whatever, I mean, even for us, it just... And I was actually on Capitol before Garth was. He talked about changing his name because I was on there. I'm like, dude, I'm glad you did.
No doubt.
Because he hit in a way that then Brooks and Dunn was right next to him. I think half the records we sold were people reaching for Garth Brooks records.
That's a good place to be.
But it really set the world on fire. But I feel you guys, you've got your own class going now.
Oh, yeah.
You do. There's a whole new generation of musicians and whatever, and that was, God, you know what? We had a good 20-year run, and time for you guys to pick up the torch and run on down the road.
Best. I know that.
Yeah, man, you guys are making great music right now.
Thank you.
Who else you got?
Well, Josh would like to know, what's your favorite song on your album?
Oh, wow.
Do you
That's
have one?
tough.
Which one of your babies do you love the
Yeah,
most?
exactly. Yeah. Let's see. No, I think every night, I'm still new at this, and I know Kix is probably, when you have your first song that people sing back to you and they know every single word everywhere you go, that's probably your favorite song at the moment. And right now for me, that's Cowboys and Angels. But I like all the songs on the album a lot. My most personal song I've written, I wrote alone in my basement. It was when Nashville was stomping on me pretty hard, called Your Plan, and it was a prayer that I didn't know if I was going to make it in town or not. I really didn't. I was pretty helpless, and I just wrote this prayer in about 10, 15 minutes, and it's the bonus track on the first album, and it's just me and my guitar. When we recorded it, kept it just really raw, like I wrote it in the basement, and I'm proud to have that as the last song on the album because it truly is. This I'm very blessed, and we're all very blessed to be in the music industry. So that's probably my most personal song. But favorite to do is Cowboys and Angels, no doubt.
When you say bonus track, what does that mean?
Well, here's an interesting story. Benny Brown, the owner of Broken Bow Records, is very scared of the number 13, and there's 13 tracks on the album, but he didn't want to end the album in 13, so he made it 12 songs and then a bonus track. Which, hey, whatever.
Which is so ridiculous. That's what I always say. I'll tell you how unsuperstitious. I stay on the 14th floor just because I know what it really is.
Yeah, so it's like
it's still 13, Benny.
Yeah, exactly. But hey,
that's
whatever,
funny.
Whatever. That's why there's a bonus track.
That's good, man. It is that first time. Do you remember the first time when you were singing Cowboys and Angels and you saw people start to sing it back, and it's just holy cow, they know it?
It's crazy. And I remember probably one of our best responses to date was at Duke's, this little club in Portland, and Portland, Oregon. And man, we got to the last verse, and the screams were just so loud. We just stopped, and man, I teared up like a little baby in front of everybody. But I mean, just deafening screams, and then they just kept singing the chorus by themselves, and it was just an amazing moment. And that's at that moment I realized, because it wasn't even a hit then. At that moment, I realized, wow, we might have done something right here.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know how long or whatever, but to have that moment ever,
right. Yeah,
it's
very cool.
Makes it all worthwhile. Doesn't
Totally.
it? Yeah.